So I just pulled up to a Goodwill because I wanted to do like a bit of an experiment today. It's a Sunday, right? It's a Sunday at, what time is it? About 12. And we get the question all the time, like, on the weekends, how do you guys source? And typically our answer is like garage sales and auctions are how we source stuff on the weekends. Or sometimes we don't. Sometimes we just like to enjoy the weekend. But it's rare that we go to thrift stores on a weekend. So I wanted to see, like, can you go to a Goodwill on a Sunday when everybody's off work, everybody's kind of out looking for stuff and sourcing? A lot of people, it's their only time to source is on the weekends. Is it possible to go to a Goodwill on a Sunday, on a weekend, and make a little bit of money reselling? So that's the objective today. I'm gonna go into this Goodwill and let's see what's available. So I think the lesson that I learned today is go thrifting on the weekends. I found a bunch of great stuff. So let's go through everything that I picked up at that thrift store. Again, I only went to one thrift store. I was only in there for like an hour. I looked through some stuff. I did hit the electronics, nothing there. I looked through the hard goods, nothing there. I looked through t-shirts, nothing there. And then I was like, you know what? Let's see what they have in winter wear. And that's where I kind of struck gold. So let's go through each one of these items and we'll talk about how much I think they're worth, how much I think they'll sell for gross profit, and then we'll also break down our costs. So cost of goods, obviously, and then shipping and fees. And then we'll talk about how much net profit I think we have here as well. Let's get into it. So first off, I picked up two Roar brand shirts. This is a brand that's sold at Buckle, and some of them are worth great money. This one is a Roar signature shirt, which is worth more. Both of these cost me $7, so $6.98, and they're both the same size. There were actually three of these, two larges and one medium, and I picked up just the larges. I left the medium one, because they are $7, but I picked up both the larges so I could sell them together as a set. They're kind of gaudy, like heavily embroidered shirts, but they sell very well for us. So that's one of them. And then the black one, both the same size, and I think they'll sell well. Just the signature series one, so just this one shirt, we usually get between like $28 and $32 for, but together I think we'll probably list them for around $55 to $60, and we'll probably take a best offer around $45 to $50. So we'll call this one $14 into $45. So $45 minus fees is $39.15 to ship these. Let's see, they'll probably go in a flat rate. So we'll say $7 for shipping, and then minus costs, they were $14 for the two of them, leaves us with $18.15. So $18.15 pre-tax net profit on these two. Next item up, I was actually really excited about this one. It's rare to see Polo Sport Ralph Lauren, and as soon as I touched this one, I was like, oh, that's wool. So it's a Polo Sport Ralph Lauren like turtleneck wool sweater. It's not 100% wool, it is 22% wool, 45% polyester, 28% mohair, and 5% acrylic. But it's a really good item. And on this one, it's entirely the brand that makes it worth money. I think we should be able to get like 40 bucks for it. So if we can get 40 bucks for it after fees, after shipping, we should get a net return of like $18 profit on this sweater. This next item I was actually really excited to find, and I was surprised because it wasn't even in the racks. It was hanging like at the end, like after somebody tries it on or looks at it or something, they don't want to go put it back on the rack, they just stick it at the end of the rack. So I walked past it at first and I was like, wait a second, that looks like Ibex. So, and it was. This brand is called Ibex, I-B-E-X. This is a wool hoodie. So it's a full zip woman's wool hoodie, and this cost me $4.58. And if you look up comps on this brand, IBEX wool hoodie, I think that we should be able to get like 60 bucks for it. So I'm gonna shoot for the higher end on this one, but I think we should be able to get around 60 bucks. Probably flat rate to ship this one as well. So it looks like we should get around like a $40 net pre-tax profit on this one item, which is amazing. But that's why thrifting is so cool, because sometimes you can pick up stuff like this that nobody else would really expect would be valuable, but at the end of the day, it's a very desirable piece. Next up, I picked up the 511 Tactical. It's called a men's model number 72314. 511 job shirt, quarter zip. Fire navy. So I picked it up. It was $13, but I paid $13 because it has the tag. So it's brand new with the tags. I don't see like a whole ton of comps on this one, but I think we should be able to get like 50 bucks for it. So $13 into 50. Again, it's a bit of a heavier item. It's very like, it's a sturdy piece. So again, I think it will probably get it into a, maybe we'll get it into a flat rate, hopefully. If not, I'm sure it can go like regional A or something. But again, $50, let's do the numbers on that. And we paid 13. So $50 minus fees, minus shipping of $7, minus the cost of goods, $23 net profit before tax. Keeping it going, I had to pick up this vintage Columbia fishing vest. It's just so cool, that old Columbia logo. It's gotta be cleaned, because it kind of smells a little bit. It just smells old, like that. You know how you get that like dusty kind of old smell? But it's very, very cool. I just really love like the vintage look of it. This is kind of confusing to me. The label upside down on this one is weird. I don't know if it's like, because it's a sample maybe? Maybe back in the day it was a sample, I don't know. Up here it says 1991. I'm assuming that's the year that it was made, but I'm not totally sure. I don't know much about Columbia, but it's just a cool item. That's what I do know. So I was happy to pay for it. It was half off today, so it was marked $10. I ended up paying $5 for it. Realistically, I think we'll probably ask like 40 bucks for it. So doing the numbers again, and yeah, I'm not great at math. I use the calculator. So $40 minus fees. Again, probably padded flat rate or flat rate on this one. So set is called $7, and then minus the $5 cost of goods, $22.80 net profit on this one. The next item I found was this really cool staple pigeon brand. It's like a baseball jersey, $3.98. I think it's cool. It's rare to see stuff like this, or I think it's rare to see stuff like this. Staple brand is kind of like hit or miss. There's some like staple pigeon Nike shoes. It was a collab between the two companies. Those are worth a ton of money, but most staple stuff doesn't sell for a whole ton. This one I've never seen before. So I've actually never seen this jersey, and it's really nice. Like the pigeon is embroidered. It's got a patch over here. It's got the tags down here, says good luck. And it's got like the patchwork staple on the back. So I took a shot at it for $4. I'm gonna say, I don't know, like off the top of my head, I have no idea what this thing will be worth, but I would say at least like 35 bucks. So let's do the numbers on 35 bucks. 35 minus fees, minus shipping. This one will actually go first class, on the higher end of first class. So we're gonna say $5 for shipping, and then minus the cost, which was $4, $21.45 net. And then lastly, we haven't been buying a whole ton of Orvis brand because they've been selling Orvis in like Costco, and I think they might have been selling it at TJ Maxx and Marshalls too. So the value of Orvis, in my opinion, has kind of gone down a little bit. We will still buy Orvis pieces that are unique. So this one's really cool. It's got this diamond like stitching all over it. I believe it's called quilted. So that would be a keyword that we're gonna use for this jacket. It's got a corduroy collar, which is really cool. The price of it, $3.98. That's why I was like, okay, we're definitely buying that one. And the color is really nice. It's that army green with brown accents. And then the inside, the lining is like this really cool burnt orange. It is a size medium. So yeah, I think it'll sell well. I think it'll sell for around 40 bucks. So let's do the math on that. 40 minus fees, minus shipping. Again, flat rate, we'll call it $7. minus the cost of the item, $4, $23.80, net profit before tax. So pre-tax net profit. So there you go, guys. Hopefully going through that little haul and breaking down the numbers like that maybe help some of you guys out. Remember, when we're looking for stuff, we're shooting for a certain price point. So you'll see we go for a certain number gross, but more important for us is we try to get $20 at least net pre-tax profit. So on each one of these items, you guys can see we're pretty much gonna be making at least $20 net after eBay fees, after PayPal fees, and after shipping. And that's kind of like what we look for. Doesn't mean that's the right model for everybody, but for our business, that's just what works well for us. But at the end of the day, I would highly recommend that you go check out your thrift stores on a weekend. I was not optimistic that there was gonna be stuff at that thrift store, because I was thinking, you know, it's a Sunday. Saturday, people probably already went in there and found stuff. Sunday, like, everybody's off work. Everybody, I would think, would go out and thrift. And I was wrong. There were definitely things out there. It was just finding the right stuff. And that's really what you have to do sometimes. Look in places where people aren't looking. Like I said, I looked at the electronics, I looked at the hard goods, I went through the t-shirts looking for vintage, and I didn't really find anything until I was like, let me go check in the back of the store where they keep the jackets. And that's where I kind of hit gold. So keep an open mind to what's out there on the weekend, and happy hunting. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please hit the thumbs up button on this video. It actually helps us out, and it tells us that we're doing a good job making these videos. So hit the thumbs up button. Please subscribe if you're not subscribed. We put a ton of videos out just like this. So thank you guys so much for watching. I'm Ralli Roots, and I will see you guys on the next one. Peace out.